is having a wonderful day. Please subscribe to my channel. Can exclusively confirm Matt's shocking decision to transform the famous home into a rental, as the famous farm has been on the market for over 160 days. An insider at Roloff Farm told that the big announcement was shared with visitors beginning last week. Matt, 60, chatted about the exciting news during his Q&A at a book signing. When curious fans began asking about the fate of the famous family home and land property for sale, Matt shared he had made the decision to list the home as an Airbnb rental. Matt revealed the home is 26 weeks behind schedule from opening up to guests due to severe delays at the permit office. The Roloff patriarch hopes the Airbnb rental will be running in full swing by next pumpkin season. Tour guides on the farm also gushed about the exciting announcement. As workers took fans around the perimeter of the big house, they were finally allowed to share the special update over the past week. During the first half of the pumpkin season, they had to keep the secret under lock and key because the home's transition into an Airbnb is set to be a major storyline on the upcoming season of LP Bigo beginning November 1. As fans passed by the home on the tour, they could see workers entering and exiting the home, getting it freshened up for its future guests. A giant green sign was posted up in front of the home which read, "Coming soon, short-term rental is, the Airbnb is underway. Jacob, 25, and his wife Isabel, 26, have moved into a fifth-wheel camper home on a private property plot of land, under heavy construction beside the Roloff farm." The source exclusively told Jacob and Isabel are living on the farm full-time. They were renting a place previously and are saving up while on the farm. Fifth-wheel camper homes can range from $36,000 to $135,000 depending on size and amenities. The source claims the crafty couple is also considering converting a bus into their temporary home. Presently, it is unclear if the construction on Jacob and Isabel's private land is for a future family home for them to settle into, or if Matt's youngest son is only staying close by until a farm finds a buyer. The source continued, "Jacob and Isabel are living there to save money and help out on the farm. The rest of the family doesn't mind, as Matt and Karen get along so well with them." According to a second insider, Matt and his girlfriend Karen Chandler, 53, help out with the couple's baby Mateo, 10 months, as Jacob works on the farm and Isabel greets fans. During weekends working on the farm, Amy, 60, keeps her distance from her ex-husband as she greets fans, and her new husband, Marek, 60, also helped out with Mateo. The insider told that Isabel is generous with her time and allows all of the fans to stop, chat, and meet her adorable baby boy. During lunch breaks, Isabel heads to the farm to eat on the grass with Jacob and then takes Mateo back to the camper for his afternoon nap after the newborn's hard work greeting fans. The LP Bigo insider also shared that Jacob works hard on the farm and does not take his father's generosity for granted. Jacob has been busy cutting wood, running the pumpkin farm, transporting work tools around in a farm tractor, and more. When Jacob turned 25 in January of this year, Matt passed along a prized family farm heirloom to reward his youngest son's hard work around the farm. Fans thought Jacob inheriting Matt's bright yellow vintage car could be yet another clue he will be the son to take over the farm. As Jacob has fallen onto his father's good side, his older twin brothers Zach and Jeremy, 32, have refused to show up during pumpkin season, the family's busiest time of year. Jeremy has been busy settling into his new $1.5 million farm with his wife Audrey, 31. Although their new property is only a little over a 10-minute drive away from the Roloff farm, Jeremy has not shown up to help out during the season. Meanwhile, Zach shocked fans early in the summer with the announcement he would not help out for the family's pumpkin season amid his nasty feud with Matt. The pair clashed after Zach and his wife Tori's offer to buy a portion of the family farm was declined. In a previous episode of LP Bigo, Zach revealed during a confessional. My dad and I could not come to an agreement on buying the farm. So with everything going on, I made the decision not to work pumpkin season despite Jeremy and Zach both presenting offers to Matt to buy the farm. He refused their offers and instead decided to put the land up for sale. According to the Wall Street Journal, Matt is asking for $4 million for the original family home and bright red barn. Zach responded to the farm being posted for sale by ripping his father, calling him a bad grandparent who doesn't value his family. I'm disenchanted by the whole thing, so yeah, I'm stepping away in April, a source close to Matt told. Matt would prefer Jacob and wife, Isabel, to take over the farm, but he's not sure they are on board at the moment. He is the youngest son, but Matt knows Jacob has potential. They are on the farm a lot, and Matt thinks this is a good way to teach him a lot of things he needs to learn. Amy also fired back and said on the season finale, "I think you went crazy or something. I don't know the details of the negotiation with the two boys. For the price it is, the kids can't afford that." Matt responded, "The good news is there are 93 acres for this family." Amy slammed, "No, there are 93 acres for Matt Roloff. It's not part of the family anymore." However, Matt may have intended to sell the farm to his son, just not Zach or Jeremy. Calling a truce? Little People's entire Roloff family reunites for first time since Family Feud at Grandpa's bedside. For final moments, the TLC stars were left devastated as Matt's elderly father fell seriously ill, and they were called to his bedside for his final moments. Later paying tribute to 84-year-old Ronan Insider said he was in hospital in Arizona and Matt and girlfriend Karen rushed to be with him, along with Matt's children, Molly, Jacob, Zach, and Jeremy. It's the first time the family have been all together since Matt and his sons Zach and Jeremy publicly feuded over the sale of their huge family farm in Oregon. Ron was previously diagnosed with blood cancer, and about 2 weeks ago, he contracted COVID and ended up with pneumonia and other issues, they said. Matt was very upset, and he and Karen immediately flew out to Arizona to spend his final hours with him and the whole family. It was exactly what Ron wanted. Matt's relationship with his sons still isn't great, but they put their differences aside to be there for each other during this important moment. It was the first time the family has been together like that in quite some time, and no doubt put a lot into perspective for them all. They know family comes first. Hopefully this could be a turning point of sorts and get them to heal the rift and move forward. Businessman Matt shared news of his father's death with fans on Monday, August 1, in a moving Instagram post. Next to a photograph of his dad beaming, he wrote, "A sad week for the Roloff family. My dad, affectionately known as Papa to his 10 grandchildren and his 10 great-grandkids, peacefully went home to be with his Lord and Savior yesterday evening. Ron was an amazing husband, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, and inspiration to many. He literally loved people, and anyone who ever came in contact with him knows that." Matt went on, "His love for Jesus was so evident throughout his entire life, and certainly in his final hours. With his special love of his life, since grade school, his wife of 63 years, Honey Wright, by his side. Many of us were with him reading his favorite Bible verses. I would list one, but he had so many favorites. Some of his last words to me were telling me how proud he was of the things I had accomplished. Then he quoted, 'My Father's house has many rooms. Jesus said, I am going there to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am at,' then concluded. What a man and a life well lived. Thanks to all the grandchildren that were able to race to his bedside and hold his hands with Mom and I in his final moments here on earth. Love to all," tagging his 4 children in the post. As exclusively reported by The Sun, 60-year-old Matt has asked for about $4 million with the sale of the original family home and bright red barn. The plot is a 16-acre parcel from his 109-acre pumpkin farm, which he and ex-wife Amy previously ran before their divorce. The current season of the TLC reality show has focused on the estrangement between the father/son duo as they decide who will take over when Matt retires. The situation ignited a rift between the pair, which Zach, 31, had talked about on the show. He said, "My dad was definitely encouraging the conversation. Wife Tori and Matt's girlfriend, Karen Chandler, came to the north side, is the 30 acres my mom and dad shared. And the whole thing was weird. He starts making excuses. Suddenly me and my wife are not good enough to run the farm, whether we don't have the money, don't have the skill set." Tori said, "It wasn't cool. I never want to see someone talk to my husband like that ever." The argument has further caused a divide among the family, as Zach opted to take a step back from his duties at the farm. Zach and Tori also made the decision to move from their Oregon home to their new $1 million abode in Battleground, Washington. The TLC star's twin brother, Jeremy, made a similar move as he purchased his own farm with his wife, Audrey. Jeremy previously put in an offer on the property, which Matt also turned down. His wife Audrey wrote on Instagram about the failed bid, admitting not buying the farm was the death of a dream. Fans suspected at one point that Matt and Amy's youngest son Jacob, 25, will take over the farm, as he is photographed there often working alongside his father. Their daughter Molly, 28, who prefers to stay out of the spotlight, reportedly works as an accountant in Washington. Will Little People, Big World return for Season 26. The Little People, Big World Season 25 finale has left the fate of the long-running TLC reality show hanging, especially since it marked the end of Zach and Tori Roloff's journey. The couple originally announced their decision to quit back in February 2024 on their podcast Raising Heights, citing familial differences as the reason. Zach Roloff opened up about their exit in the following words, "We are not coming back, and we made that pretty clear the last cycle. This last cycle was rough between the family and the farm deal, and we're done with that. We've moved on." His wife added that with the rising tensions over the ownership of the family farm, it became hard for the two of them to continue filming. The 25th installment of the show featured parents Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff and their respective partners, Karen Chandler and Chris Marek, along with Zach and Tori Roloff and their 3 kids. The other adult Roloff children, Jeremy Roloff, Molly Roloff, and Jacob Roloff, have all parted ways with the show over the years. However, since Zach Roloff was the only person in the family besides his parents to be born with dwarfism, he naturally became one of the show's main leads. Now that the couple has chosen to move on from the show, is it possible for the TLC show Little People, Big World to continue without them? Following his son's departure from the family show, the Roloff family patriarch has opened up about his side of the story. In a lengthy Facebook post, Matt Roloff noted all the reasons why this might just be the end for Little People, Big World. For starters, Roloff revealed that after season 25, he was no longer under a contract (NDA) with TLC and hence could speak his mind much more freely. The reality star went on to address the rumors about the show's future and admitted that a lot of his family members, including his fiancée, are no longer interested in filming anymore. So, even if the show was to be renewed by the network, the Roloff family patriarch isn't too sure about who would want to come back for it. Matt Roloff's exact words in this case were, "This is why I think there is some hesitation to announce from TLC that the show is over. Even though the family as a whole is enjoying being away from it all after 19 to 20 years. Karen and many other family members have publicly stated they are done with filming." He added, "They added 400 episodes or something. You kind of feel like you've done it all. So if there comes a circumstance where we feel like we need to share more, if the opportunity comes up, maybe." He also revealed that the family initially planned to end the show in 2010 to return to normal life, and even announced the news in a press release. However, weeks later, TLC approached them to film 6 specials, leading to the Wedding Farm season in 2012. Eventually, the show resumed its original format. Roloff did go on to say that he couldn't say anything about the future of the show. But if it was to end after season 25, he believes that TLC did a nice job on the season finale episode, hedging their bets and putting a nice button on the show. And where the family stands. Speaking of family, Matt Roloff also acknowledged that the show has always been a relationship-based program. And with the obvious distance between him and his son Zach Roloff, it was difficult to produce the same kind of content as before. Fans of the show know that the father and son have had a rocky relationship for a while now. It all started when Zach Roloff, the eldest son, started talking about taking over the family farm. However, when Matt decided to put 16 acres of the farm on the market without consulting anyone, his son felt extremely betrayed. Their feud reached its peak when Matt Roloff offered his son a piece of the land for $4 million, an amount Zach couldn't afford. The father and son negotiated for a year, and when Matt Roloff refused to accept his son's offer, he packed up and moved to Battleground, Washington, along with his wife and 3 kids. The drama continued when Matt Roloff went on the record to claim that his son had completely cut him off from his grandchildren. In the Little People, Big World Season 23 premiere, Matt Roloff and his fiancée revealed that Zach and Tori Roloff had stopped bringing their kids to the farm after the feud. Matt Roloff shared how hard the separation had been for him, saying, "My job as a grandpa is to love my grandkids, and that's the sad part, you never get all that time back." Zach's side of the story was a little different. After having been a part of the show since 2006, the Roloff family has been in the public eye for nearly 20 years. In the same podcast episode where the couple announced their departure from the show, Zach Roloff opened up about having his entire life filmed when he was a kid.